Hi there. Today we're going to be, I'm just going to be reviewing with you real quick how to do long division. This is a skill from I think 4th-ish grade, maybe 5th. But I just wanted to take a second to review how to do this with numbers because we're going to do this with polynomials coming up. So what we can do is we're going to take, this is the same as, just so you know what this question would look like. This is the same as if we're saying 2,337 divided by 6, okay? And we know that that's also the same as 2,337 over 6, right? And so those are different ways for us to express division. And this is the way that we can do long division by hand. We first start by seeing if 6 can go into 2. Well, 6 doesn't go into 2. So now we're going to try to make 6 go into 23. Well, let's think about the multiples of 6. If I think about 6 times 3, that's 18. That'll work. 6 times 4 is 24. That's too big. So I'm going to use 6 times 3. And what I do is I multiply 3 times 6 to get 18. And then I see how many I have left over, so I need to subtract. So I'm going to take 23 minus 18. And that gives me 5. And that's good because 6 doesn't go into 5. So that means I'm going to keep on going with this, and I'm going to then bring down the next value so I can continue. So I'm going to bring down the 3, and I'm going to repeat this process. So now I'm going to say 6 into 53. Okay, so 6 times 8 is 48, and 6 times 9 is 54. So 54 is too big. So I'm going to do 6 times 8, which is 48. And then I'm going to subtract that. And when I take 53 minus 48, I get 5. Okay. So 6 doesn't go into 5. That's good. That means I'm going to bring down my 7. So now I'm going to think 6 into 57. Well, 6 times 9 is 54, and 6 times 6 times 10 is 60, so that's too big. So we'll have to use the 6 times 9, which is 54. And then I'll subtract, and I get 3. And this is probably why it's called long division, just because it takes up a long time on the sheet of, on the sheet of paper. Sorry about that. On the sheet of paper, it takes up, kind of like a long space. So what happens is that we have 389, and there are different things that we could do. We could have a decimal and then keep going. Sometimes we would use a remainder, but I want to talk about what that remainder is. One of the ways we said that we could write this is 2,337 over 6. And so what that really means is that 6 goes into 2,337 389 times with 3 left over. And we're really, the goal is to really write this as a mixed number. So what's happening is that when we write our answer, instead of writing remainder 3, that's like 3rd grade, what we're going to do is we're going to write 389, and then we're going to take what's left, which is the 3, and then divide it by our divisor, which is 6. Now, the thing is that if we were writing this as a mixed number, which we really did, because remember all of these are equivalent, what we would probably do is, well, what we should do is rewrite the 3/6 as 1/2. And so that would be your answer. And so that's just a little review of long division, and then using the remainder to write it as a fraction. Okay? Thanks. Have a good one. Good luck.